And we are live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome to episode 1 of the Honest Plan podcast. I am your girl, your host, Tiana Hicks, money coach, financial educator, and founder of the Honest Plan. My secret sauce is that I teach you how to manage your money and create profitable businesses so you do not have to worry about financial stress or shame. But here on this podcast, on this side of the internet, we are digging into how to navigate life as a first gen. On this podcast, we will be talking about adulthood, money, and business. So I cannot stray away from teaching you all about money, teaching you all where to go. Okay, I just graduated college, Tiana, but what am I supposed to do from here? I made it through college all by myself. I was successful with doing that. Now here they threw me into the real world and they think that I can swim. No, I need a life vest. So think of this as your place to come, suit up with your life vest, and go out into the real world and swim. Become your best self. But for episode 1, I want to talk about something that is so near and dear to my heart. And honestly, this is something that I just started doing, that I just really came across the last maybe year and a half. And that is boundaries. That is letting go of all of the hats. I just started therapy maybe a little over a year ago. It was like September 2020. This is in the midst of the pandemic. I started working from home full time. I noticed that everything in life seemed like it was going so great. I had just got engaged. I was building our first home. The Honest Plan was going good. Like I was with an amazing coach teaching me how to, structure my financial coaching business. Everything was going great except for my mental health. I was declining drastically. Like I started to have anxiety attacks for the very first time. And I'm like, where is this coming from? Like, why am I not happy? Like everything should be happy. Tiana, why are you not? It really took for me to, 1, start going to therapy, and 2, hiring a productivity coach to really help me figure out what in the world was going on. So as the trailer says, first gens, we sometimes struggle with being the go-to person for everyone, for everything. I like to think of this when people ask me like, okay, what's your experience with being a first gen? I don't know if you guys have ever seen like the TikTok videos or videos on Instagram, and it says, my grandma just went and told all of her friends that I fixed computers because I was able to unplug and plug hers back and did, like a little restart, and now her computer is working like it needs to. But since you did that one thing, you are now the go-to computer guy. You're now the go-to computer girl. For me, that is what it feels like to be a first gen. Like I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh God, I know I'm trying something new, but please, if I'm not good at this, I am fine with it, because I feel like if I'm good at it, now so-and-so is going to hit me up. Hey, Tiana, girl, I saw that you were able to do this, and that. If I throw you a little $10, you think you can hit me up? You can, work something out with me? Girl, no. And honestly, let's back up a little bit. It took me a long time to get to a point now where I'm like, oh no, recipe for disaster, red flag, no, boo, tomatoes. Because I was such a people pleaser. And I feel like as a woman, a lot of us go through at least once in your life. You are feeling like you're a people pleaser. You're feeling like you have to take on all of these hats because you do not want people to look at you as being rude, being selfish, being a cuss word. You can fill in the blank right there. But you don't want people to look at you in a negative light. So you overextend yourself with everything. And so not only are people reaching out to you to be the go-to, but they're also reaching out to you because they know that you're always going to say yes. They know that you're always available. No, figuring out, literally, I had to sit down. This is something that my productivity coach, Kiera, I'm going to put her information in the show notes. She's absolutely amazing. But when we first started working together, an exercise that she had me do was to write out all of the hats I was feeling for other people. You guys, this was such an emotional task for me because it was an emotional task for me because I never really thought about who all I am to other people. So goodness, writing it down. I was the go-to dog sitter. I was the tax accountant. I was the hairstylist, the makeup artist, the this, the that. I should have printed it out, but there was like 10 different things or 10 different hats that I fulfill for other people. And then on the backside, she's like, write the hats that you want to fill. Write the hats that you want to be known for. And I was like, okay, I want to be known for Tiana, the financial educator, Tiana, the wife, one day Tiana, the mom, those things. And then when we were comparing, it was like, the things that people know me for are not the things that I want to be known for. I am not all of those things. Yes, I may be good at it, but I do not want to be all of those things for you. I just do not. And so I wanted to talk about this because I want to just free somebody of that shackle. I know once I put out the trailer for this podcast, so many of you all hit me up and were like, Tiana, wow. In a minute and 30 seconds, you described my entire life in a minute and 30 seconds. So what that meant to me is that we're all juggling hats for other people that we no longer want to fulfill and that do not serve us any longer. We do not want to be the go-to person. This is a place that we are coming to. And when I'm saying this is a place, I'm talking about the Honest Play podcast. This is a place that we are coming to take off all of our hats and give ourselves permission to walk fully in the person that we want to be, fully in the person that God has called us to be, and have a place to really learn. I don't want to be the teacher all the time. Can I learn? Can I be served? Can you serve me sometimes? I don't want to be the servant all the time. Okay? I'm okay with serving every now and then. I serve every day though. You're asking for a lot. You're asking for a lot. And another thing that I had to realize, I saw a quote and it said, what's in my cup is for me. The overflow is for everyone else. So that means as a first gen, as a human being, we have to make sure our cup is full first. I am satisfied first before I go and be the tax accountant, the hairstylist, the go-to dog sitter, the content creator for other people's business, the this, the that, all of the things. And you can just fill in the blank. So what are some things that you are currently juggling for other people that is taking away from what's in your cup? What are some things that you are fulfilling for other people that is taking away from your cup? So with this episode, I want us to do some things. First, I want you to do the exercise that my productivity coach walked me through. I want you to figure out all of the hats that you're juggling for other people. And then I want on the backside for you to write out, what do you want to be known for? So Tiana wants to be known for blank. Fill in your name. Blank wants to be known for what? Maybe you want to be known for your cooking skills. Maybe you want to be known for your artistic abilities. Whatever the case may be, but maybe tax accountant is not one of them. Maybe it's something that you can do every now and then, but that is not something that you want to be the go-to person for anymore. So that's the first thing that I want you to do, that little exercise. Second, I want you to figure out what is even something that fills my cup. While in therapy, while working with a productivity coach, those are some things that I was asked all the time. Well, what is Tiana like? Like if you are on this journey to stop being the go-to person, if you are saying to yourself, I am giving up all of these tasks that no longer serve me, that put me in a bad mental state, then let's start to figure out, what do I even like? And that was something that was hard for me, you guys. That was something that was really hard for me. Because I rarely ever got time just for me. Like I felt like my entire life was centered around, helping my siblings, helping my mom. Now, I'm married. Now I have clients. I'm always meeting someone else. I don't really have time for just Tiana. Isn't that crazy? Like we are the only persons besides God that spend 24 hours with ourselves. Meanwhile, it doesn't even feel like it. Like I feel like I'm always surrounded by someone. It's always me and someone else, where I don't have, quote unquote, the time to figure out what I like. So I had to go on that journey. And the first thing that came to my mind was like, okay, Tiana, you like monthly massages. Yeah, I do. But here's a caveat. I do not want to limit myself to only having my cup filled once a month. Like, that is just so sad. Not I'm supposed to, show up for clients, show up for my husband, show up for X, Y, and Z, show up for, my job 5 days a week, 7 days a week, but my cup is filled once a month. That's not fair. So I was like, okay, yeah, no, Tiana, you do like monthly massages, but what else? What else do you like that you can actually do every single day? So you make sure at the end of every day, you're filling back up. You're filling back up. Just like every night we plug in our phone to be recharged. What's that thing every night or every morning where we recharge ourselves? I never want to go into a new day feeling empty. I never want to end a day feeling empty. So what does that look like? For me, I started to get into like the relaxing music. Like I literally typed in on YouTube, you guys, like relaxing music for prayer, relaxing music for stress, relaxing music for sleep. I am just like literally easy peasy. So I type that in, and what I do is I stretch. I have my eyes closed. I want to be in a dark room with some nice, calm music playing in the background. So soothing. I don't know why I'm whispering. I feel like that it sounds soothing. So, I had to set the tone. But so soothing. And I'm just being one with my body. I don't even know if that makes sense, but it makes sense to me. Like I am just feeling everything, every stretch. I want to feel every muscle being stretched, being pulled. That is just so relaxing to me. In a nice dark room, I might light a candle. I may turn on one of my like diffusers or something like that, and just set the tone. And it feels so romantic for me. Like, it's like, you guys see those pictures or those videos of women or men putting rose petals to the bed, and maybe on the bed they'll have like roses shaped as a heart. Like, that's what it feels like to do that to myself. It's like, girl, this is a candlelit dinner. Girl, this is a filet mignon. Girl, you set the roses. You did the thing. Like, I just feel so romance, like, by myself. Like, girl, you did that. You did it. You did that. So that's what it looks like to me. And so I've tried to make that a daily habit. And what I tell people is that I'm easing into the night. I'm easing into the morning. So I do it at night. And then after stretching and stuff, I'll take a shower. Again, lights off. I just like it to be dark. Lights completely off. I'll light a candle just so I don't slip and fall. So I'll light a candle, take a nice hot shower, got the good music playing, my Dove soap with the exfoliant beads, and I'm just feeling good. That's how I pour back into me. It feels good. I get out the shower and I'm studying the word. Right now, I'm on a journey of really growing my relationship with God and really learning more about what the word says for myself, other than, things that I hear my pastor say. Of course, that's great, but I want to learn it more on my own. So I've been doing that too. So I end the night reading the word. I turn on my do not disturb promptly at 9 p.m. and it doesn't come off until about 8:30 a.m. So no one can reach me. This is my time for me. In the morning, I wake up, I do the same thing. I'll have my music set and I'm doing my stretches. I'm reading the word, and then I am a part of a group called the Morning Meetup. And so it's just me plugging in for an hour, learning more about entrepreneurship, learning how to grow my business, just giving me, some motivation to start the day. And then from there at 9 a.m., I'm ready to tackle who needs me. My cup is full now. I've done what I needed to do to fill my cup. Who needs me now? Now I'm serving from a better headspace. Now I can actually meet the needs of other people because my needs are met. So that was long, but I just kind of wanted to walk you guys through an example of like what I mean by figuring out what you like that does not include something that's going to just take place once a month, once a quarter, once every 2 weeks. No, making it intentional that my cup needs to be full every night before I lay my head down, every morning before I start tackling the day. The last piece of advice that I want to leave you with that's going to help you balance being the go-to person and being a first gen is finding community. So I just want to point out one of my good friends on TikTok. I call everybody my friend, so don't really know her, but she's my good friend because, she's commenting, supporting. So, hey, sis. I'm assuming it's pronounced Nashar. Hopefully I'm not butchering that. But she says, it's so isolating being a first gen. I try to find a community of people that understand, but it is hard. So that is the third thing that I want us to do, is to find community. And when I say find a community, I want us to be intentional about the community that we're finding. Not a community that needs something from us. Not a community that needs something from us, but a community that can pour into us. Like from my previous example, I am a part of the morning meetup with the amazing David Shands, and that is wholeheartedly a community that I seek every single morning that does not need me for anything. They don't care if Tiana shows up or not, because listen, they are here to serve every day with or without me. It's really a place for me. Like, I need them more than they need me. I need to plug into this to get my morning motivation, to learn about entrepreneurship, to learn more about marketing, my business, to just be in the room of people like my friend said, that just get it. Like they may not get, the first gen side of things, but they get the ebbs and flows and the emotions that come with being an entrepreneur. So I seek this community every day to help me in that field. So just figure out, okay, what's the community that I want to seek, and what really do I want their help with? So a little shameless plug. This is my podcast, so I can do that. If you all are on the journey to become more financially literate this year, you are wanting this year to be the best financial year yet, then the community for you is the Paycheck to Pocket Club, which is my membership community where I teach you, again, how to manage your money and create additional streams of income. We have tons of like-minded women inside of the community that are on the same journey as you. We have people that are trying to break the paycheck to paycheck cycle, save for a rainy day, their emergency fund, to pay off whatever. So there's so many people inside of the community that you can learn from. And this is a place for you to just be you and come and just learn and just be able to get the different gems from me. I bring in outside experts that come and pour into us. Right now, as it stands, we have about 10 plus, it may even be 15 plus videos inside of the community. And then we have live trainings every week of things that you can learn. We talk about negotiating job offers, budgeting for beginners, how to generate an additional $1,000 a month, credit card basics, preparing for taxes, etc., etc. This is the place for young adults, young women, young Black women to come to learn about money management. Join us. It's lit in there. We have a great time. So that is a community for that if you're on your financial journey, but not everyone is. I understand. So just find the community for you. The last, and I know I said the last one was the last one, but I have something else that just came up to mind. I also want us to be comfortable with asking for help. Be comfortable with asking for help. People sometimes look at us as Superman, as Superwoman, because we are taking on all the hats. Because when they call, we answer. Because we are always saying yes and not no. So they never think to ask, well, hey, Tiana, do you need anything today? Hey, Tiana, are you good? Because they're used to Tiana always being good. They're used to Tiana always juggling this, juggling that. So don't be afraid when someone is asking you of things, or when someone says, hey, let me know if you need anything. Sometimes people say that just casually. Take them up on the offer. Make them put their money where their mouth is. The next time someone says, hey, checking in on you, let me know if you need anything, just want to make sure you're good. Actually, yeah, I do need something. Do you mind doing this? It doesn't have to be a long list, but if it's something that does not necessarily have to be done by you, but it's kind of general. So maybe you have like a little errand to run. You need someone to drop something off at the post office so that you can do another task, ask. Ask. Let the people around you help you, because that is going to be something else that's going to be a mental toll on you. If you feel like you do not have any help, everything always has to be done by you, it's going to be dreadful. Trust me. I've done it. We also have to free ourselves from feeling like we are responsible for the outcome on everything, for everyone's well-being, for everyone's this, for everyone's that. Baby girl, the boat will float without me. And if me not showing up makes the boat sink, well, dang, I feel sorry for you. I don't know. Can't do it today. And I've gotten more comfortable now saying that to people. Don't put all your hope on me, baby girl. Don't do it. Because some days I'm not going to feel up to it. Some days I'm not going to want to serve you today. So if you are solely relying on me for the boat to stay afloat, you're in for a rude awakening. Because like I said before, I can no longer fill anyone's cup and sacrifice my own. I can't do it. And I want you to get to a place where you feel the same way, because feeling like you have to be everything from everyone will show up in different areas of your life. It's going to show up in your mental health. It's going to show up in your finances when you're trying to learn how to budget, when you're trying to prioritize getting ahead of your credit card bills, when you're trying to save up for a house and you're like, well, goodness grief, like I have money, but where is it going? Then you go back and review your statements. Yeah, it's because I'm cash apping cousin Craig and I'm cash apping Auntie Lou every 2 days. Like, no. If you are relying on me to fill your gas tank, yeah, the boat is going to sink, baby girl. It's going to sink. And I am like sharing that from personal experience. When I first started my financial journey, so stoked. I was sharing online. Oh yeah, I'm able to save this amount of money. This is how much I'm paying off in debt. And people were able to see that because I was putting it online. And I would even have, get this, you guys, like it was really, really funny to me. I even had people from high school that I had not spoken to in years, reach out to me asking for money because of a video that they saw on YouTube. I'm like, what? What is this? What is this? No. Can't do it. Because I feel like once you open that door, it's hard to shut it. Once you start being oh yeah, if I blow all my money today, I know I can reach out to Tiana because she'll cash at me $10 until next week. Once you become that person, that's a new hat that you put on your head, it is hard to take that one off. Oh, it is hard to take that one off. I've done it many and plenty of times before. Now I know on my financial journey, that is not a hat I am willing to take on. That is not something that I do anymore. So it starts to show up in different areas of your life. Be comfortable with telling people no. Be comfortable with allowing other people's boat to sink so that yours can float and move smoothly. So that is all I have for episode 1. I hope you guys loved it. Wow, I feel good. I am such a person that I can sit here in front of the camera and just talk. But then when I get into crowds, I'm like kind of quiet. But this is my zone. I wish I would have started this earlier. I am so happy to be creating this space with you all. One thing that I would love to start doing is to start sharing you all's experiences or questions that you all have. So if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up on Instagram at The Honest Plan. That's TheHonestPlan. DM me your questions. I will answer them on the podcast. I will feature you on the podcast. So yeah, this is only the beginning for us. Cannot wait to start bringing in outside experts to really start spilling the tea, the gems. But yeah, that's what we have so far. Thank you guys for sticking with me. Connect with me on Instagram and TikTok. And I will see you all for episode 2. Bye.